If everybody wants to kind of move to their spots, we'll get ready to get started. Just a reminder in the stands, please just follow all of our COVID restrictions and make sure that you are sitting with family groups and social distancing with at least 6 feet. And wear your mask, please. Thanks so much for being here. We'll get started in just a couple minutes.
Good afternoon. Great to see everybody here on behalf of Dr. Colbert, our building principal, Dr. Dostal. Thank you for coming to this very special day. Fall Signing Day is an extremely special day because today all of you will be signing a national letter of intent to participate in interscholastic athletics, and that really is a dream come true. And that would not be possible without your family, your friends, your teammates, your teachers, your faculty, your staff, everybody involved. And so with that, I want to tell you how proud I am of you and the sacrifice and the effort that you have done. And even though we are in a pandemic, this is a great, wonderful opportunity to come together and celebrate this special day with you. And unfortunately, we can only open it to family and friends, but either way, we're going to have a very special day. And we'll get this started. First up will be Coach Williams and golf. Coach?
Well, I would like to welcome everybody as well. This is such a wonderful day for us, athletically, personally, and golf has been very fortunate to have people that have participated in this over the last few years, and we have another good one today. I want to recognize Anna Ziegler. She's up at the top up there. She is signing with Methodist University. She's going to study PGA golf management, and that's located in Fayetteville, North Carolina. One of the there's a lot of impressive things about the school. They've won. The girls program has won 25 national titles in golf, and they have their own golf course on campus. Coach Jansky, maybe we can get part of a golf course on our campus someday. I don't know. That's impressive, though, that not many schools have their own golf course. They have their own facilities, but this is an impressive place, and I'm excited for Anna. I want to tell you a little bit about her as an individual and how she has helped build our program and will leave a legacy that will last forever. She's a 4-year letterman for us. She has helped our program win 2 state runner-up trophies. a conference championship. She is a two-time All-State golfer, a two-time All-Conference golfer, and those are impressive stats within themselves. But I want to tell you a little more about her that I've become to know, that I've seen her grow and have become to know her is a lot of coaches will come up here and tell you how dedicated their athletes are and things like that. She's right there with them. You're not going to outwork her. Very hard-working young lady. But the thing that I can tell you that's more special to me, there's two things. She is a wonderful, wonderful teammate. And that is something that I'm very proud of. She's just a great teammate, has a lot of leadership ability. And one thing I would like to see the rest of our golf girls and boys gain from her would be just the inner drive that she has to excel. And those two things speak very highly of an individual. In anything that you do, if you are a good teammate and you have the inner drive to succeed, you will go a long ways in life, and that's exactly what I think Anna has positioned herself to do and will do. From me as a coach, one of the things I need to tell you that to help pull this story together is Anna came along at a time when our girls' golf program, we'd slidden down the hill a little bit. And she has helped restore our program to a place that we wanted to return to and a place where we belong. And she will forever have a spot on the wall as far as her being able to say, I helped build that program. And for that, Anna, I thank you and I congratulate you today, and with everyone else here and all the other athletes. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you've done for our program. And I wish you only the best moving forward. And I'll say it like I do with everything else. You have to remember, once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. That'll never leave you. And I hope you and wish for you to achieve all the dreams that you have laid out before you. Thank you once again. And thank you, Anna. I'd like to introduce Coach Jessica Phelan next, our volleyball coach.
I would also like to congratulate all the signees today and their families. It takes a huge amount of sacrifice and commitment to arrive in the chairs you're sitting in today, and it's just very commendable. Today I'm honored to be here to stand here and represent the many coaches of Perry and Rosanna and Ariel and Grayson that have helped your volleyball journeys to arrive at this point. And I'm sure they share my enormous pride in each of those journeys. We're so proud to send off such fine athletes, not just fine athletes, but fine young women from Fayetteville on to Arizona and Louisiana and Missouri and Michigan. This group collectively has just capped off their careers as state champions. And we're going to finish our season ranked in the top 10 in the country, which will be our highest ever national ranking. And so collectively, what an outstanding achievement. You each played an enormous role, not only with your play, but your leadership in a season where we have had so many things that we were not able to do. You kept the team's energy focused on what we could do and what we could accomplish, and today's no different. The recruiting rules during COVID, drastically changed too, and the recruiting landscape, and I'm so proud of how each of you navigated those uncharted and strange waters to find your perfect next home, and we're so happy for you here today. And so individually, like for Perry, that journey is going to take her to Northwestern State University. Perry's a 3-year varsity starter, team captain, and was just named to the all-conference team. She led our team so well on the court with her powerful attacking, if you watched our team play, and off the court, too, with great leadership. And we're going to join her, so excited when she gets to return from injury this spring back onto the volleyball court. And we're so excited for the next step of your volleyball career, Perry. Rosanna is a 3-year all-state player. She just bookended her career as a state champion as a freshman and a senior. She's going to be continuing her career at Central Michigan University. And I often say that one of the greatest joys of coaching is like meeting these girls as like kitty campers or freshmen or whenever, and then getting to see their journey end as young women. And that's certainly true of you, Rosanna. I've literally known you your whole life, and to get to be here today, and it's a joy to be able to just see like a small part of watching you achieve your dream and be able to play on in college. So congrats to you and your family. Grayson's headed to play beach volleyball at Missouri State University. I've always felt that Grayson could play literally any position. I needed her to. And in beach, you have to be really great at every skill. And so I'm so excited for you to get to continue your career in a sport you're so well suited for and so passionate about. Grayson's a 3-year all-state tournament team member and all-conference player, and just finished her career as MVP of the state championship. We will certainly miss your competitive spirit and wish you all the best as a Bear. And then Ariel. Ariel's also headed to play beach volleyball, and her journey is going to take her to Park University Gilbert. Ariel's a very athletic defender, and I will always remember like set 4 of that state championship game, and Ariel went in and sparked a huge run for us to like break a lead and be able to pull away from Southside and swing the momentum back to our side of the court. And so Ariel is a kid that is so focused and driven, and she's always a joy to coach because she's always 100% engaged in what's going on. And so I know that drive's going to serve you well as a college athlete, and we're so excited to follow your career and your next steps too, Ariel. So again, it's a brief synopsis of 4 very special athletes. And on behalf of the Fayetteville Volleyball Program and all of your coaches along the way, our heartfelt congratulations to you and your families, and all of you, but especially our senior Volley Dogs. Congratulations. And next up, I'm going to hand it over to Coach Rimmer.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm here to introduce Claudia Bridges. I got to put my glasses on. I forgot. Claudia is a 3-year starter for us, and just some quick facts about this gym rat. You know what a gym rat is? It's someone that will never leave the gym, and that describes Claudia perfectly over her lifetime, not just her career and anything, but she spends so much time at FAC. She was there every day playing pickup basketball games with adult men, and that's why she's so skilled as she is. We literally had to tell her many, many times, Claudia, you cannot go back to FAC from November to March, so we make sure that we have you healthy for our basketball season. So that's the gym rat I'm describing. She just has a heart to hoop. She just literally loves basketball. That's a constant reminder to me of how important it is to dedicate yourself to something that you love. And that's easier said than done. A lot of us love some things, and you may enjoy parts of that, but to love it to the point where you dedicate yourself to it, you can see that in Claudia's passion for basketball. It has elevated her abilities on the court just because of what she does outside of FHS courts and how much time she spent on it. Claudia's personality and attitude has created enthusiasm for our basketball program over the last couple years, and you'll see that this year as a senior leader in point guard for us. She is truly an influencer. She influences everyone around her. If she has a good day, folks around her have a good day. If she's not having a very good day, folks around her will tend to have not so great days. And she understands that and has become a person that she influences her teammates. She influences her teachers. She has influenced us as coaches. And I know she influences her parents. One person that was a big influence in her life was Steve Jacoby, former principal here at Fayetteville High School. Claudia, I want to tell you, he told me that you influenced him with your love of life and basketball. And I know he meant a lot to you. you meant a lot. You meant a lot to him also. On the court, Claudia has become kind of who we are. She's fast, she's tough, and she's a ball of energy, and that's kind of who we are as Fayetteville basketball. It's been encouraging to watch her grow into the role. As a sophomore point guard, I just did a quick interview a second ago, and that's a key thing that stood out. And every time I've spoken about Claudia, as a sophomore playing point guard at this level, with the talent that we had and with the competitiveness that we were, that she was able to handle that at a young age, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And there were a lot of growing pains there between Claudia and myself. There were some long conversations, weren't there, baby? But there was a lot of quality conversations, not about basketball all the time, too. A lot about life and a lot about how to treat people and how to be a leader. The teaching process has helped me become a better coach, teaching Claudia, watching her grow. Some accolades. She's been a 2-year all-conference player, 2-year all-state player. She's helped us win 40 games over the past couple seasons, including last year's 2020 state championship. The semifinal game against Northside, she was phenomenal against some high-level competition. This is going to be a breakout year for Claudia because she's been just a point guard over the past couple of years. This year we're going to ask her to do a lot of scoring, and she's going to be able to do that really well. Looking forward to that. Chris and Laura, congratulations to you. I know you're proud of her. Ooh, I always get emotional. I know you're proud of her. Claudia, we're all excited for you. Congratulations. And this is one of your life goals, I know, to be able to sign a Division I scholarship. So congratulations to you, girl. Hey, up next is our head baseball coach, Scott Gallagher.
All right, it's my privilege to speak about these 4 young men and their accomplishments over the years and what they have in store for them in the future through baseball and just through school and the advancement of them. So today we're going to honor Wyatt, Witt, Braden, and Pearson and their advancement of their athletic career in different colleges. And, you know, it's been a strange 8 months now. And without having really a spring season, and then normally they go into summer ball and playing, and so they had to shut down there for a while, and then they got to playing summer ball and were able to get out there where people could see them play in a big recruiting year for them in the summertime, and luckily that took place, and so these guys were able to be seen and were able to take advantage of that time and use their talents to get recognized by colleges and be able to advance their careers. So it's been a challenge for them. It still is a challenge. It's a little different, having to wear your mask when you hit sometimes inside and do those things that are completely different than our normal thing. But they really take it and strive with it. And they're also really strong students in the classroom. They take care of business there. That's we talk about. To be an all-around student athlete, you got to take care of business in multiple facets of life. It can't just be one-dimensional, and they do that. I'm going to start out by recognizing Wyatt Core, and he's going to sign with Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia. And Wyatt is has above a 4-point GPA, a strong student. We give out batting gloves for 4.0 students, and so they get batting gloves. And Wyatt's been a annual receiver of batting gloves for his grade point average and taking care of business in the classroom. The last year he played in we played 6 games. I think he played in 3 of the 6 last year, and then he played a few as a sophomore as well. He's played, I believe, in 8 games over his career so far. And he is a tireless worker. He's always doing something. He's hitting or doing push-ups or doing something. He's always active, bouncing around. He's not going to let just people stand around and do nothing. He is always moving around and is a role model for younger players to look at and see how much he works and his attitude to things. He has a very happy disposition about him. When I come in there, he's usually smiling. Usually that energy is infectious, and it bleeds over to other people. And so really happy for Wyatt and his career, and look forward to seeing him on the next level, and he's got big things ahead of him, so congratulations, Wyatt. Witt Davenport going across the ravine down there at Arkadelphia, going from Ouachita Baptist to Henderson, with Witt going to Henderson. So they'll have a little rivalry going across the street down there in Arkadelphia. But Witt, his family has been really involved with Fayetteville baseball for quite a few years here now, and Witt will be the fourth Davenport to sign to go play baseball in the last 6 years, and his brother signed a few years ago, was a pitcher for us, and then he has two cousins that also signed to play college baseball, and all have had good success, and we look forward to Witt having the same success. I guess Witt's claim to fame so far in his high school career is Blake Parker, who pitches in the major leagues, comes and practices with us before he goes to spring training every year, and he'll get up on the mound and throw a little bit right before he leaves to go back. And last year he gets up there, Witt gets in the box, it doesn't back down, and hits a hard ball through the right side for a single off of him. And I mean, everyone going crazy, and Witt going crazy in that, and a special moment. And I don't even know if he can top that. It was a pretty awesome moment, and but big things ahead for Witt, and really excited for him. So Witt Davenport to Henderson State, congratulations. Next is Braden Drake, and Braden's going to Eastern Oklahoma State, and Braden is he's also just a gym rat, to give him that term. He is in our indoor all the time. I know usually when we get done with practice and we go up to the office, Braden's going to stay for 30 more minutes and hit, and he'd probably stay for 2 hours if I let him stay there for 2 hours and hit. And he's just he is a person who can't get enough of it, and he loves to talk baseball. He'll come up and say, "Hey, did you see that play, or did you see this happen?" Or he loves just to talk baseball, and it's exciting to be around. He's a tall first baseman. All right. I don't think anyone falls in that category here, right? So, but Braden's a big first baseman, a big target over there, helps our infielders out, saves, he saves runs, saves errors. From, his best infielder's best friend for having a big target over there, and has a lot of power at the plate. Can run it out of there. I think last year, maybe the first AB of the year, I think he ran one out of there in a JV game last year, maybe first at bat of the year, I think, and really can hit with power like a typical corner infield guy can, and so he's got a couple different things going for him: his size and his power at the plate, working on the next level, and he's continued to grow, continue to get stronger and bigger over the years, and really has a really bright future. I also want to comment on Braden's a guy who works every camp, every tryout we have. He's always there. He's always good with younger players and younger kids, always including them in hitting, and that's a special person to have around your program, to always have bringing up other people, including them in your drills, including them in what you do. He loves to stay late and practice with the young guys, and just he'll mentor them. It's a great person to have in your program. So thank you, Braden, for that, and congratulations. And our fourth one here today is Pearson Gunnell, who's going to sign with Colorado State Pueblo. And going back, and I checked with our baseball historian who coached here for 27 years before me, and the first known player that we have that's going to Colorado to play baseball out of our program, and it is Pearson's traveled with the varsity team for all 4 years. He traveled as a ninth grader and sophomore, junior year last year. He's the most experienced player we have on our team with a number of games he's played for this season. And Pearson's a fiery competitor. Okay? Pearson and I get into it sometimes over his fire, toning it down at certain times. And but he is, it's a big-time player, and he is going to have a really bright future. He's caught really well over his career. That's why he was able to travel as a freshman. He's a really good defensive catcher, and his offense has come along and along. He's had a really good fall. I mean, he's been really hard to get out this fall. He's hit a few missiles that I thought were going to go through the wall this fall on how he's played, and really look forward to having a full season this year and watching him be able to compete and be our kind of, he leads our pitching staff from behind the plate, and then he also a big time hitter in the middle of our lineup. So Pearson's also a person who mentors younger catchers, and when we get in there, he works with them, does drills with them, and really helps those younger guys out in the catching area. So congratulations, Pearson. Next up will be Joe Toma, the head girls soccer coach.
Well, good afternoon. Wow, this is so fun. Kathy, thank you so much for getting everything set up and organized. We really appreciate your hard work and Carrie. This just looks beautiful to look at and see all these wonderful young ladies and young gentlemen here getting a chance to go to college and play the sport that you love, and all the time and effort and energy and tears, all that stuff that goes into it. I know over the years talking to my parents of their kids that get to go on to this, it's just something that from a parent's point of view, you just can't explain it. Just the love and the care that you feel for your daughters here, and I know for you guys going in baseball and volleyball and golf, we're just so thankful for y'all. And as a coach, I just want to say thank you for your work, for your effort, for your care, for just being a Bulldog. One of the things we talk about a lot in our program is being a family, and we have to take care of each other first before we can go out and, take care of the enemy, take care of Rogers and Bentonville and all those guys. And that's what I'm so proud with this group. I just want to talk about Bella for a second. She's going to Rhodes, and man, she is just a fantastic young lady. She's so smart, but she works so hard, and she works all the time. And when she was younger, as a sophomore and junior, she always come up to me, Coach, what can I do to get better? And she didn't say that just to, try to make me feel good or make her feel good. She really wanted to get better, and she would analyze the game, analyze herself. And her and Tessa were kind of similar veins in that. We had a lot of little talks there after games or after a practice and just say, here's a little thing, here's a little tweak that you can do. And kind of like baseball, we haven't had our awards yet. I'm so happy for volleyball, and congratulations on the state championship. That's where we want to be with this group here. And these three young ladies can help us, lead us to that. I know they can. Having Haley back with us, she started with us as a freshman and then was gone for 2 years playing club soccer because of the Arkansas rules that you can't play club in high school. And so we're really glad to have her back and thrilled that she's achieved her dream of getting a D1 scholarship with Houston. And she's a tremendous young lady. I was blessed to coach her sister that's up there, Peyton, who's now at Arkansas by way of Kentucky and another place. So we're glad that the family's back with us. These are just tremendous young ladies. So proud of them. So proud that you're a Bulldog first and that you get to go on to these great experiences at these wonderful colleges. And we just would pray that you will be successful there as well. So thank you. Now Steve Jansky.
Thank you, Coach. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Miss Kathy Shaw, Miss Angela Phillips for setting this up. I want to thank you for the parents for decorating this table. I want to thank our coaches, our teachers, our administration, all your family and friends that led to this special day. And I'd like to thank the media for being here. And also a shout out to our sports broadcasting team. They are live streaming this, and you'll be able to find this on their webpage and on YouTube. So you're welcome to share that with your friends and family that could not attend. And on behalf of Dr. Colbert, our superintendent, and Dr. Dostal, our building principal, I want to thank each of you for your hard work, your sacrifice, but most importantly, I want to thank you for how you've represented yourself, your family, your high school, and your community. You have such a bright future. We will always be watching. We will always be proud. And with that, let's give them a round of applause for signing their national letter of intent. Again, thank you for coming. This concludes our Fall National Signing Day. We are still under ADH guidelines. We ask that you stay in your family groups. We want you to celebrate, but we want you to stay in your family groups. Please stay social distance. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day.